Harmony Code Absolu by Maison Alhambra. Hype or the absolute dupe of the discontinued Armani Code Absolu? Coming up. Hello YouTube, hello dear Fragmatics, welcome to another video. Today we take a look at Harmony Code Absolu by Maison Alhambra. This is similar to Armani Code Absolu, the OG, now discontinued, but you can still find the scent profile or something very similar to that. You can still find it in the new Armani Code Le Parfum, if I'm not mistaken. So let's take a look at Harmony Code Absolu. This is the box. As you can see, simple, dark, nothing special. It emulates the original box of Armani Code Absolu. Now, this is the bottle. Also, the bottle emulates, from far away the original bottle. It still has the gradient, but the bottle is shorter, another shape, and also the cap is just a simple cap. This is the atomizer. As you can see, the atomizer has the logo Fragrance World on top. It's steady, feels well. Let me spray to see how it sprays. Well, not too impressive, but still sprays a good mist. Not far away, but wide, no drops, perfect. I mean, some designers which ask for a price way more than this should learn a thing or two about atomizer, and we should stop having one of the worst atomizers in one of the best designers' perfumes. So dear designers, this is how you do it. A while back I've made a review for Armani Code Absolu. By the way, if you want, you can watch it here. I will leave the link in description, in which I said I want to keep a moment of silence for the elegant and smooth king from Armani. May his memory be cherished and his main accords be cloned by a company like Latafa so we can still enjoy this scent profile. Is this the dupe I wished and the kind of forward? Let's see how it smells. Well, this one, it's a people-pleasing perfume. You can spot what it's going for, especially if you spray it on clothes. On skin, not so much, especially in the opening, well, but you can spot what it's going for. Warning, like all cheapies, you need to waste a few sprays and let it maturate for at least 3 months to get a better scent profile and to cut those sharp chemicals. Let's see some of the notes. Well, some of kind of the official notes. On top you have apple and neroli, in the heart you have tuberose and ambrarome, and on the base you have vanilla, suede and powdery. And now let's dive in and analyze the evolution of the scent profile. Opening. On skin, the opening is all over the place, especially if you spray it from a fresh bottle. Has a good dose of alcohol and feels more like a medicinal type of product they use in hospitals. Takes 2 minutes to calm down that effect. The original Armani Code Absolu opens smooth with a kind of sparkling and Coca-Cola vibe, while Harmony Code Absolu opens with a green apple and a sweet medicinal floral vibe. After everything calms down, you get a green apple and a citrus floral smell, while in the back you get a sweet tuberose with that ambrarome which smells like coffee mixed with leather and tar. Overall, the opening, it's quite different from the original, but since you transition fast into that sweet tuberose and balsamic ambrarome note, it reminds you from distance of Armani Code Absolu. Into the heart, it gets better and closer to the original, but it's still lacking the smoothness. The ambrarome note is transforming from a dark leather into a suede note. A sweet suede note with coffee and floral sweetness from the tuberose. That floral sweetness will become a generic vanilla note before the dry down arrives. Still keeps the medicinal vibe and that tart combo from the opening, but they are not as pungent or bitter like it was when you first spray it. Towards the dry down, you will lose that effect, it will go in the back. The middle is better and smoother, but is still far from the original. Let's say, for the sake that it's like 60% similar. In my opinion, what really happened, I think, is that Fragrance World took the original Armani Code DNA and chopped it down to the basics. In doing that, they lost the plethora of flavors the original offered. In the air, to an untrained nose, it will smell close to the original. It's sweet, has a simplified suede note, and a blurred floral facet. Smells good, sweet and vanillic, and can be a people-pleasing scent, but is not as close to the original and it's lacking plenty of things. Finally, the dry down is closer to the original, but it's still a simplified version of Armani Code Absolu. The complexity is missing again and again. You lose the Arabic vibe and you get plenty of vanilla, a faint suede note, and it's getting more powdery. The powdery note with the vanilla almost make it gourmand. It's like eating a synthetic dessert made with top cancerogenic ingredients. But it smells good. Women for sure will appreciate it for the middle and especially the dry down, because of that powdery vanilla and faint suede combo. It's lacking the tonka bean the original has, and also is lacking the woody notes you can find in the original Armani Code Absolu. Still, with that chopped down version, it's 60% close to the original. The dry down performs way better on clothes and is the best part of this perfume. Lucky for me and you, because this is the part you will spend the most time. And now let's resume all the things I just said. Armani Code Absolu starts like a closed flower, but then it opens up, while Harmony Code Absolu starts like a half-open flower and then at best stays barely open. Armani feels natural, vanilla it's heavy and gourmand, the suede note feels high class, has a chocolate accord, is aromatic, floral, and sometimes feels like a barbershop perfume. Harmony Code Absolu is a chopped down version, is going for the same notes, has that Arabic medicinal vibe, especially in the opening, and feels kind of darker than the original. Everything feels synthetic, but since the original DNA is so good, it's by default a people-pleasing perfume, this one also, even with 60% similarities. And now let's see the performance. Harmony Code Absolu by Maison Alhambra, it's a below average performer when we speak about overall performance. Longevity you can get around 4 to 5 hours on skin, and you can push it up to 5 to 6 hours on clothes. I've noticed if you spray it on 100% synthetic materials like polyester, you can push it up to 7 hours. Projection you get below average for the first 2 hours, and sillage you can get below average sillage for, let's say, around 2 hours. Seasons and time of the day. Harmony Code Absolu works only in the cold seasons, smells better and can be worn all day long. Wear occasions, this is not a sport perfume, it's too sweet and almost too gourmand, especially in the dry down. Can be a good choice for formal, business and casual events, and I think it's also perfect for a night with your girlfriend or with your woman. When it comes to the age, unlike Armani Code Absolu, which feels more mature, Harmony Code Absolu, it's juvenile, so I think there is no age restrictions for this one. You can go from 18 to up to 80. When it comes to who can wear this fragrance, in my opinion, I think in the opening it's a manly fragrance, but starting with the middle and especially the dry down, it can easily cross the unisex border. Let's see what the thumb of approval has to say. Do I like this fragrance? The answer is yes. I can wear this fragrance, but as a running errands, daily fragrance, but for sure I will skip it when it comes to formal events because you can feel it smells cheap and you can detect that Arabic vibe. And now the big question. Is Harmony Code Absolu by Maison Alhambra a safe blind buy? Yes, it is. This one is a safe blind buy if you can get over the medicinal vibe you get in the opening, or more accurate, the medicinal mess you get in the opening. If you want to preserve your original bottle of Armani Code Absolu, or if you never smell the original. This can be a good choice in those situations. It's not as good as all YouTubers like to hype this, and I think, in my opinion, it's on the expensive side. Well, personally I paid 22 euros for this bottle, but some websites they sell it for a price between 25 and 30 euros. If you like simple floral, vanilla and suede fragrances, Harmony Code Absolu can be a good choice. If you expect 90 to 99% similar to the original, like all other YouTubers like to hype this, well, in this case you need to start watching my channel, and also you need to subscribe to get the truth. In the air and on clothes you get I think you get closer to the original, but it feels like a chopped or like a chopped down version of the original DNA. And in my opinion, it never gets over that 60 to 65% look-alike. Unfortunately, this is not the perfect dupe, the dupe I was hoping for Armani Code Absolu. It can be worn, it's good, it's people-pleasing, and for that reason, I think this can, if you get it for a good price, can be a good choice for you. And the final question is, would I buy a full bottle of this if I could taste it before? Based on the opening, I'll say no. It's far from the original and it's a medicinal mess. Also has that Arabic vibe. Based on the heart and the dry down, I'll say yes, but not for a price more than 20 euros or dollars. Because in the end, this is just a generic type of scent which goes into the direction of Armani Code Absolu. And that's all for today, dear Fragmatics. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and share your feedback with me. I want to say a big special thank you to all my current subscribers. You are the reason everything happens. If you are new here and if it's your first time and you stayed until the end of this video, it means that I'm doing something good, something you like, something useful for you. So I will invite you to subscribe and join the family. All of you, thank you for watching, thank you for all your support, thank you for being here. That's all for today. Until next time, take care, smile and smell amazing. Bye.